pulverizing my hands. Let's see here. Get something out of my pocket too. Darn it. Hang on a second. I want to take the car keys out of my pocket, put it in a seal up pouch so I can't lose my car keys in the cave. That wouldn't be pretty. Okay. Hang on a second. I need both hands. Sometimes it's hard to put on a glove with only one hand free. Okay, there we go. Now I'm finally going caving. Hopefully I didn't build up too much suspense, cause you to lose your interest. All right. Well, I did try to go through the caves fast enough that it's interesting, but also slow enough you can see everything. I mean, if you want to watch NASCAR, you can watch NASCAR, but this is a little different. Notice all this gold stuff all over the walls. Kind of like in Golden Dome Cave and Hopkins Chocolate Cave. Golden Dome Cave at the lower end has several rooms. They're really big, has lots of this gold stuff. It's a relatively easy cave. This cave is quite a bit harder, but boy, it's got a lot more of this gold stuff. Not necessarily everywhere, obviously, but definitely patches of it. Not so much this passage, but the next passage to the left. Probably about an hour from now. Oops. Be careful. Oops. All right. Here's a breakdown pile. Oops. Didn't know. Okay. I'm gonna be lazy to sit down here so I can look around safer. So notice there's a pillar in the middle. I can go left or I can go right. They reconnect, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna stay to the right. Plus in the other video I stayed to the left. So I think it was actually a little bit easier to the right, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. Wow. I've only been caving like 5 to 7 hours a day. Well, including the time getting to and from the caves. Sentinel Cave, or no, where am I? Catacombs. Catacombs is not that far. It's like a 2-minute walk from the parking area. But yeah, I did a hike this morning too. Big nasty trail. Wanted to see if there's anything up there. Now that the trees have burned out, the views are even better. You can see the various buttes or hills or cinder cones or whatever you call them around here. Kind of cool. Wow. Is it pretty enough for you yet? The only thing is the ceiling's really low, so I have to be super careful not to bump the ceiling. But the floor is rough too. So I basically have to lie down on my stomach so I don't hit the ceiling. So it's a bit of work to get through here. Notice there's a pile of rocks there. as you probably guessed, that's not entirely natural. So I was telling you how these two parallel tubes, well actually three, but anyway, these parallel tubes, they connect in various places. That's one of the places they connect. But the tube to the right, what would that be, east? The tube to the right is a little bit higher. So people built that pile of rocks there. So theoretically you can climb up and down. Fortunately, it's not big enough for me. It's too sketchy. So I stood on the top of that pile to take some pictures and art video. And that's about it. It would be neat if I could get up there. Oops. I accidentally bumped the ceiling. I need to be careful. I really don't want to damage the ceiling. But I like this room up here. So remember, this is yet another four-way intersection. It's a perfect plus sign. I can go straight, which is to the lower end of the cave, to the left, which is to loop back the way I did. Obviously behind me is the way I came. And then to the right is up to the easier tube. The east tube is easier. And it's got even more of this gold stuff. So if it's your first time in the cave, I would recommend one, try to find the boxing glove chamber and back. Just go to the stairs and then back to the entrance for practice. And if you have confidence you can navigate, then do the right side. If you have trouble finding the boxing glove chamber, yeah, you should probably get out ASAP. Anyway, but come in the summer when it's busy. So if you get yourself lost, you can ask other people for help. I'm here in the quiet season. Okay, that's the way it came. So there's nobody else in here. So if I get myself luck, there's nobody here to point and laugh. Which means, what's the point in getting lost? Okay, I'm gonna put on my backpack. I'm gonna climb up this trail, but I'm not gonna try to climb up because it's seriously sketchy here. All right, here we go. Whoops. Oh, see? Tricky. I don't remember if these were here last time I was here. Okay, there we are. So as you can see, this passage here is much wider and taller. I like the color on the ceiling though. It's mostly dark gray rock with that, in the cracks, it has stuff growing nice and bright and shiny. Ooh, now let's see if I can turn around and enjoy the view without hurting myself. Okay. Okay. So like I said already, that's the way out. I mean, that's the way I came in. I'm going to stay to the right. So this will be the way I go out. But before I bother to go out, let's go ahead. Wow. Look at all this gold stuff. This cave is getting close to pretty. Wow. Okay. So as you can imagine, to the left, I have to really crawl. So I have to take off my backpack again. And I sure as heck still have my